Only hours to go before Taylor Swift takes the stage for her last Eras Tour concert in Toronto, bringing to a close months of built-up anticipation, with fans across Canada and around the world streaming in to live out their wildest dreams at 6 sold-out nights in the city. Nivrita Ganguly is outside the Rogers Centre in downtown Toronto, where fans are already gathering. Niv, how's it looking out there?
Well, Amantlina, it's looking like it has been looking for the past 10 days, really. It is a sea of sequins, a sea of sparkles, lots of tassels, some very unusual costumes as well, a lot of excitement. You can't really tell that we're nearly at the end of this here in Toronto, because it feels really that this is a way of life here now outside the Rogers Centre. I have a couple of fans here with me. I have Addie and I have Reed. They're already in their costumes, and yes, they are attending tonight. So it's the hottest ticket in town. It's the last show of 6 that we've had here. Okay, how excited are you for tonight?
We are so excited. We just can't believe this is happening. We've been waiting for this all year, and the day has finally come.
Tell me about your costumes. I have to know. I mean, I consider myself a bit of a Swiftie. I understand most of the references. I have to ask you, where's that from?
So this is from her song Death by a Thousand Cuts. She has a lyric where she says, I asked the traffic lights if it'll be alright, and they say, I don't know. So I am the traffic light saying, I don't know.
And which era are you?
I'm folklore, so I have my mirror ball shirt and my sparkly skirt. Right.
Oh yeah, I should have got that. That was my favorite album, and that's the album that Taylor Swift said she dedicates to Canada. So yeah, that's one that she actually thinks is based here. Could you tell me how much you paid, a ballpark?
So I got resale, but I did some shenanigans with trading vinyl, so I think the resale price at the time was around $2,000, but I was able to get it down a bit with some careful trades.
Yeah, and I got mine on the first sale, so I paid like $370 for mine.
Wow. Okay, that's I think what everybody wanted. That's what I'm jealous of. Finally, what are you most excited about? What are you looking forward to tonight?
Well, we're really hoping she announces her next re-recorded album, Reputation Taylor's version, tonight. We're kind of delusional in thinking that it'll happen, but there's still hope, I think.
Yeah, we're very excited. This was also our reuniting after 4 months.
Yeah,
so
and we became friends because we're both Swifties, and I've been away at college here in Toronto, and now we finally got to be reunited outside the Rogers Centre. It's just really nice.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a wonderful night tonight. And Amantlina, that really has been the story, as we've been reporting. It's a bit of a community here. I've already been handed a couple of friendship bracelets, which is, of course, part of the community. And lots of excitement as we look forward to tonight.
So high-profile people show up at her concerts all over the world. Did we see any Toronto?
The Prime Minister, Amantlina, that's right, Justin Trudeau was here last night, dancing in the front row, it would seem, based on some social media videos, with his family. And, we were thinking that this might be a possibility because he's been in town. We've been covering some very important announcements from the Liberals. We had the GST holiday that he announced earlier in the week. Yesterday, he announced a new investment into Ontario's National School Food Program. So there was a feeling that, the Prime Minister is in town, and we all know Justin Trudeau is a Swiftie. In July of 2023, when the feeling was that Taylor Swift had snubbed Canada, we actually had Justin Trudeau tweeting at her, saying, please could you make a stop here, quoting some of her song lyrics, saying don't make it another cruel summer. And last year, in fact exactly a year ago, when she announced the tour dates in Toronto and Vancouver, he said we'll welcome you here, of course, and quoted a few more of her song lyrics. He's definitely a bona fide Swiftie, and it was fun. It was fun to see him participate here last night.
Yeah, and he's got some dance moves on him. Who knew? So we're closing out 2 straight weekends of Swift Mania in Toronto. What happens next?
All right, so it is going to be the end of an era, and that's really what it feels like as we stand here at this point. We know that the concert, of course, moves on to Vancouver. This isn't the end, but it's nearly the end because we have had this sort of explosion in spending when it comes to Toronto. We were expecting about $280 million. That was the estimate as far as an increase in spending just related to the concert. Doesn't include ticket sales. It's just hotel bookings, people going out to cinemas, things like that. But what we we've seen, at least from the numbers in the first weekend, is that spending is up 57%, and international spending has doubled essentially because of the Taylor Swift concert. People are going out to nice restaurants. There are these tailgate parties. So there has been a big jump here, and that's what we can expect going forward, that the city will actually be able to put out an estimate as to how much Taylor Swift has brought into the city. We'll see these signs where I'm standing, the Taylor Swift Way, which is what the Blue Jays Way has been renamed in honor of the concert. We're going to see those auctioned off for some money for the city as well. But the action doesn't stop here. We know that it's back to December as far as Vancouver is concerned. 3 final shows, December 6th, 7th and 8th, where she will begin again. But here in Toronto, I know that many fans have been telling me about how once this all ends, once the excitement dies down and perhaps the beads behind me are taken down, we will be quite down bad.
Okay, Niv, thank you for the information and all of the puns. And one more time before we go, those friendship bracelets, will you be sending one my way?
Yeah, I'm bringing them right back to the station. So we better start making some bracelets while we can.
Well, we're putting it on air, so now you have to give me one. That's our Nivrita Ganguly. Thank you so much, Niv.